I'm going to bring back my right leg into a warrior one, but I'm actually going to straighten that front leg so both legs are straightened. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, I'm just going to hinge over and come down into a pyramid pose. If it's too much for you, you can decrease the amount, or you can stay wherever you would like, reaching wherever you can, stretching out your gluteus maximus, your hamstrings. Good. Wonderful stretch. Bending the front leg, coming back up into your warrior one. Now let's actually open it up, but let's do both feet facing you, straddle-wise. Inhale up. And let's swan dive into our straddle position. If you can reach the ground, good. If you need to, move out a little bit further. Woo! Shit. Sorry. Damn well. If you can, put your head down. Otherwise, you will just leave your palms down. And we're going to breathe into this one. Bending both knees, we're going to roll it up. Bringing your feet kind of heel-toe together a little bit more. We're going to twist the other way so that now instead of my left leg that was in front, now it's my right leg. Inhale up. You have a very shortened warrior one right here, but what we're going to do is straighten the leg, and we're going to exhale and hinge into our pyramid. So now we're stretching out the other hamstring and glute maximus. This is always a good balancer. If your feet are too wobbly, you can always move them apart a little bit so that they're not on the same line, or you can keep them directly behind each other. Good. Bend this front knee back into your warrior, or I'm sorry, your lunge. Back into our plank. We're going to go through our flow, lowering, exhaling, inhaling into your up dog, or your ardha, maho savasana, up into your down dog, so adho mukha savasana. Good. Pedal it out. Let those calves get some stretch to them. Beautiful. Come down on your knees. We're going to go to child's pose. Spread your knees out. Toes together. Hands are out front, and you just kind of sit back, relax, forehead down. Take some deep breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose. And this is where, if any of these mat poses are too much, you come down to the child's pose. Or your Balasasana. Balasasana. Coming back up onto all fours, so your knees are underneath your hips, hands are underneath your shoulders. Let's do some cat-cows, so just inhale. As you inhale, look with the head up, drop the belly, stick the bottom up, shoulders are away from your ears. As you exhale, you will then pull up the belly, tuck the bottom under, tuck the throat under to look at your belly button, like a scared cat. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into that cat. If it's too stiff for you, inhale. You can wiggle your tail, wiggle your shoulders, shake your head. Exhale, back, stretching it back. And inhale. Exhale. Good. We're going to go ahead and do some side planks. We haven't done those in a couple of weeks, so we will go ahead and go back into our plank. If you need modification, go ahead and get up to your plank and then drop your knees where they are so that you're not in a all fours. You're spread out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to do off high plank here, and what we're going to do, tucking in your belly, I'm going to put one palm down and I'm going to twist open into my side plank. Balancing here and breathing. Shakes are good. That means you're working it. Exhale back down into your regular plank. Inhale. Back up to the other side. If you have wrist issues, you can try to do this on your your fist. You can also try to do it on your forearm into a lower plank. I do that a lot. Exhale, back down. Knees down. Child's pose. Knees out, toes together. Relaxing child's pose. Let's go ahead and activate our child's pose by pulling your knees together, curling your toes under, hands are out, elbows, forearms do not touch, your forehead may touch. Spreading out your fingers. Since your toes are curled, we're going to try to go from here into down dog. So some people like to come on all fours and then go to down dog. We're not going to do that, okay? We're not going to be on all fours. We're going to be back in our child's pose. Hands sturdy. Toes are curled. And what you're going to do is you're going to use your abs and you're just going to lift. Okay? So come down and lift. You can also do a turbo dog. So if you're up and down dog, you can bring the knees down and back up. Shoulders are staying the same, okay? Down. Inhale up. Down. Inhale up. Okay. From here, let's go ahead and lift. I'm going to lift up this left leg. I'm going to swing it forward. Knees in between both of my hands because I'm going to go into lying pigeon. So for the time being, you're going to relax that back foot. I do want to try to get my foot out to almost a 90-degree angle, but when you're starting out, you don't have to. You can keep it kind of tucked back, but you do want to make sure your hips are not over here on your bottom. You want to make sure that your hips are straight, okay? Not wonky. We want to be straight. Inhale. And as you exhale, you can move down to the next progression. Inhale. Exhale. Resting my forehead all the way down on my hands. I am stretching out those hamstrings and trying to help make sure that the hip flexors also stretch out in here. On the opposite leg. For our IT band, we want to make sure that's all nice and flexible. Breathe in and out through your nose with some ujjayi breath. Good. To come out, you'll come out slowly, coming up to your forearms if you were not already there. Coming up to your palms if you were not already there. Reframing your knee. Now you may sit on your bottom, and what you want to do, kind of sit on your bottom all the way, keeping your leg in the front where it was, putting it almost at the parallel to that front of that mat so that you're at the 90-degree angle, okay? So I'm twisting back into my other pigeon side. So now I'm going to straighten this back leg back. I'm going to curl it under. I'm going to get my knee to where it's comfortable. This is not the best side for the parallel for me. So make sure you're not on your side. We are going to come back over so that our hips are more centered, not on the side, more centered. Inhale, and as you exhale, that's when you can deepen your stretch. Inhale, exhale, deepen my stretch. Relax that back leg. Inhale, exhale. I love my pigeon, which is also called Aka Pada Rajakapotasana. Yeah, I can't say that one very well. I love this pose. It stretches out so nicely. The opposite legs, hip flexor, and then you've got back here with your hamstrings, even into the quads a little bit, onto the IT band. Make sure you take some breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Good. Inhale, we're going to move it back up to your forearms if you weren't already there. Back up to your palms if you weren't already there. And if you want to, we will come back to all fours. And you can go into your child's pose. So toes together, knees out, sit back into child's pose.